5 days and 6 days. Today is making it the sixth day already, and it's been an amazing journey so far. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I want to thank you for being with me so far. Just these 6 days, and you come up on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you're listening to this podcast on Spotify or wherever is it that you're listening to this podcast, I want to thank you for being here with me and listening to me and getting inspired, and as you get me inspired as well to want to do what it that I'm doing, okay? And I know I'm a bit under the weather, like they say. No, actually, if you hear me sniff, it's because I inhaled something that I shouldn't have. Now, don't get the picture wrong, okay? It wasn't what I mean. Don't think something else, okay? Actually, a friend of mine was opening an office, so we did some work in the office, and a chemical was used in the office, and I inhaled it. So it's been somehow so far. So, but today in today's podcast, I'll be talking about why now is the best time for you to start your online business. Now is the best time for you to start your online business. And of course, in the podcast we talk about mindset, spirituality, marketing, business, and sales, and how to impact the world with the investment of your personality. So today we're talking about why now is the best time for you to start your own online business. The first thing you need to understand, there is no perfect time. There actually is no perfect time. Okay, you need to start. Like I remember posting something on my WhatsApp status a couple of 2 years ago, I believe, and I said start before you're ready. And so are you sure? Aren't you supposed to be ready before you start? No, you have to start before you're ready, because you will never get ready. Okay, so you need to start before you're ready, because now is the right time. Later is never is. Now is the right time. So if you're thinking, okay, these are the things that you want to do, and you're waiting for the perfect time to start your own online business, there's never a right time, never a perfect time. So now is the best time for you to start. You need to start today. Like I said in the previous episode, the Chinese proverb says that the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The second best time is today. So now is the best time. Today is the best time for you to start. Okay, and if you're wondering, okay, how do you start? How do you go about this? Start. You can figure it as you go along. You can figure it on the journey. Nobody goes when you're in a journey. You don't see the end from where you start. It doesn't matter how if you use the Google map, you don't see where you're going. It's on the journey. I've seen the map. I've been I wanted to go somewhere, and the map told me, okay, a certain amount of time, and it showed me the traffic. That the traffic is just 7-minute traffic, and I was there for close to 2 hours. So you can actually see where you're going to, but you need to start the journey first, because you can't actually tell where you're going to be, but you need to start the journey. So there's no perfect time for you to start. Right now is the time for you to start. And again, the second reason why you need to do it is what needs you. Okay? We know what happened during the pandemic, or the pandemic, like I would like to call it. We saw what happened, how people wanted to give us their own reality, their own version of truth. But actually, there's no version of truth. Truth is truth. And all of a sudden, you start seeing the Me Too culture, the my truth. You can't have your own truth. Truth is truth. Okay? Truth is real. It's like water is water. Maybe you may have contaminated water, but water, someone talking about H2O is still H2O. So the world needs you. So you can't be where you are and saying, oh, these people, what they're doing right now is wrong. But we need you to come and say the truth. We need you to come out and say, okay, these are the things that we need to do right now. We need you. I need you. Now, the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. So all of creation is waiting for you to come manifest all that God has placed in you, and for you to come impact the world with the investment of your personality. So the world needs you. I need you. Your family needs you. The people you work with, they need you. The people that you know, actually, we all need you. We all need you right now, okay? We need you. So, we need to get started. We need to get started. Start and do the things that God has placed in your heart to do. We need you. I need you. Okay, so now is the best time for you to start. Don't think, okay, maybe someone's going to do it. No, tomorrow is too late. Okay, no one cares if you can't start today. Nobody cares. If you cannot start today, nobody cares. But the longer you put the goals off, then the further everyone gets ahead of you. You know, I remember a couple of years ago, and someone started online. I won't mention his name. It's a big name. It's a big brand right now. And it will come up online and it will say, okay, oh, I just learned this stuff 2 weeks ago and I'm sharing with you. And I'll be like, oh, you just learned that stuff 2 weeks ago. I mean, I've known about this for like 3 months. But I wasn't sharing all that I know. I wasn't sharing all that I'm learning. I'm just keeping to my knowledge and just doing what I wanted to do with myself and sharing with just a few people and helping them grow their businesses as well. But what happened? Because he was putting himself out there and he created a community, all of a sudden he's very big. Okay, I'm not as big as he is right now. Okay, and I'm not in competition with him. But what I'm saying is, because I put up my goal, I'm sniffing. I understand, sorry. Because I put off my goal for the excuses that I had, probably what is it I was doing at the time. I couldn't do the things that I needed to do, and guess what? Nobody cares if I did not start. Okay, but someone else started, and he's a huge success today. Like I said, I mean, this is the best time for me to plot my tree, and I'm planting my tree right now. Okay, I'm planting my tree right now. So also for you, tomorrow is too late. Okay, no one cares if you can't start today. No one cares. But you need to start today. You need to start right now. Okay, you need to start today. Don't put it off. Don't say I'm going to start tomorrow. Start today. I know it's right now. I mean, it's tonight as I'm recording this podcast. It's evening already. It's past 9. But you can start. Who says when you go to bed tonight, write the things that you want to do, the things that you put up, and go back to your notes, get everything out that you've written down, and start saying, okay, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to do it. I remember a couple of years ago, I wrote down some of my goals in a notebook, and I left it with a friend. And I mean, it took me a couple of years for me to go back to the States where I left it. So when I collected the stuff back, and I went back through my notes, and I started smiling. I started smiling. Why? Because at the time I wrote down my goals, they were so big. I mean, they were so huge. I couldn't believe myself that I could actually achieve these goals. It was mind blowing. Okay, but now going through it, I was like, I mean, I can actually get this in a month done. What I was thinking, oh, this is going to cost me like 1 year to do it. I can get this done in 1 month. That was then. Now I can get that done in a week. But at the time, it was mind-boggling. I mean, it was big to me because I could not comprehend why. I could not see the end. But like faith is the substance of things hoped for, okay? And like I said in the previous episode, I could not see the end, yes, but I believe it is doable. Now, I wasn't with the notes for me to say, okay, these are the things that I want to do according to the way I wrote them down. But when I saw my notes later, years later, I was amazed at how I've grown, the things that I've achieved. I was really amazed. But at the time that I wrote down the goals, they were they were huge. It seemed impossible. And it's like you saying, okay, maybe you want to make $100,000 a year in your business. It may look so huge right now, but you get at it, and before you know it, in the next 2-3 years, you're probably making $500,000, and you're like, damn, I never thought this would be this possible. But because you're at it, it's like when you go to the gym, because you're in that place, you get doing what you need to do, and before you know it, you start building your muscles, you start learning more things, you start getting more things that you want to get done, you start learning and start meeting people, and you get things done quicker and faster. But at first, it may seem all slow. But you don't just say, no, I'm not going to get this thing done. You stay on it and you get it done. Okay? And the first stuff you need to understand is, it is your goal. Okay? So the reason you set your goal is because it is what you desire. It is your goal. It is what you desire. It is what you desire. It is what you want to do. So it's your goal. It's something that you actually want to give to the world. So it is what. So why not start? So why not start your goal? Why not achieve the goals that you've written for yourself? Start. It is your goal. Okay? And I want to let you know that I'm rooting for you. I mean, if you have something in your heart that you want to start doing, something in your mind, and a goal that you have so strong in your heart that you want to do, if you're watching this on the podcast, if you're watching this podcast on YouTube, I want you to write me in the comments the goals that you have that you want to get done in the next 3 months. So the next 90 days, what are the things that you want to start? Do you want to launch that program? Do you want to start your own gym? But of course, I'm talking about you starting an online business. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what kind of business you want to start. It is your goal. So you can start today. You can start right now. You can start tonight. You can start right now, okay? And if you think your goal is impossible, if you think your goal is not doable, you're right. Because your goal should be almost impossible. You're right. So if it looks like, man, I can't achieve this, I mean, I can't even phantom it in my mind, you're probably right. You're probably right. But you need to start. And guess what? We're born to do the impossible. Okay? That is why you're here on earth, to do the impossible. You are a creator, for crying out loud. You're born, he created in his image and after his likeness. In his image, you look like God. Okay? I look like God. Hey, I'm handsome. Okay? God is handsome. I look like God. Okay? And likeness, you ought to act like him as well. You act like God. What does he do? God is a creator. So create a dream, create the goals, create the things that you want to do. Start creating them. If you are a builder, you find out that it doesn't take a day for you to build a house. It takes process. It takes probably weeks, months, years for you to build a house. But when it's done, it is achievable and it is seen, but it was first created on the inside. So that's why they say there's no original painting. Okay? Because why? The original painting is on the inside. So when you create that house, when you build the house, it will take you some time, but you get it done. So it may seem impossible for you to build the bridge, but you get it done. So you need to start. And the fifth one is why you should start is someone else has the same idea. Someone else has the same idea. Someone else is going to do the same thing that you want to do. So why not you? Why wait? So I put it off. I mean, like I said previously, I put it off what I wanted to do, and someone else did what I wanted to do. So someone else has that same idea. Someone else has the same idea. The thing that you want to do, someone else has that same idea. So don't put it off. Start. Okay? No, you're not in competition with anybody. No, you're not. But what I'm saying is, why not you? Why not you? Why aren't you the one that is going to achieve the things that you want to achieve? Why are you not the one that wants to make the goals? Whereby you have freedom to live wherever and however you want to live? Why not you? And the sixth reason why you should start is, it is not hard. It is not. No, it's not hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard. It is not hard at all. You can start. All it takes for you is the momentum for you to start. It may not be easy at first, but start. But it's not hard. I know you're thinking, hey, you're saying it's not hard and it's not easy, but it's easy. So what's the difference? Well, you went to school at first. Was it hard? It wasn't. I mean, in primary school, it wasn't hard for you. But was it easy? No. But it wasn't hard. You went there, you learned how to recite the alphabet, and you learned your timetable or timetable, whatever it is called. And then you learned how to count, you learned how to do multiplication, you learned how to do division, you learned how to read, you learned how to do all that you needed to do. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy, but you got it done. Okay? So it is not hard for you, so there's no excuses why you shouldn't do what you want to do. No excuses at all. So you need to start today. So I'm going to run down on the 6 reasons why you should start your online business today. Number 1 is there's no perfect time. Right now is a perfect time, okay? You are ready right now. Now you are ready. Number 2 is the what needs you. I need you. Your family needs you. Your community needs you. Because the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 19 says the earnest expectation. They're yearning. They're earnestly waiting for your manifestation. So why not manifest? Go out there and manifest, okay? And the 3 reasons why you should start is tomorrow is too late. You should start right now. You should start tonight. Tomorrow is too late. And the 4th reason is it is your goal. It is what you want to do. It is your desire. So why not start? Why not achieve your goal as well, okay? You should achieve your goal. Alright? You should. And the 5th reason why you should start is someone else has that same idea. So why not be the one to create all that you want to create? Why wait for someone else to do it? Someone else has the same idea. So you need to start right now. Okay? Start. And the 6th reason why you should start is it is not hard. So no excuses. It is not hard. All you need to do is for you to start. Okay? It is not hard. Just start. Thank you for joining me in today's podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and like. And like I said again, write in the comments the business or whatever is it that you want to start, the business you want to start in the next 90 days. Okay? Write it down and let me know. And I'll get in contact with you, of course. I want to push you. I want to root for you. I want to pull you into doing the things that you want to do. If you listen to this podcast, please, on whatever, Spotify or wherever you're listening to, please like and review and send me a screenshot of where you're listening from, and send me a DM on Instagram at Maximus Christopher. Okay, thank you for joining me in today's podcast. This is episode 6 of the Prolific You podcast, and I love you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, or whatever wonderful day, or wherever you're listening from, or whatever you're watching from. God bless you. I love you. Go impact the world with investment of your personality. See you tomorrow. God bless you.